Hi friends, this is Starry Hilder. See, off-grid, right there, off-grid. There's our off-grid house. There's our off-grid garden. There's our off-grid chickens way over there. Yeah. Here's our off-grid piece of property. There's our off-grid view. Yeah, look at that. There's the off-grid dog. He's tired. Oh, there's my off-grid shower. My off-grid, laundry. And my off-grid kitchen. Yeah, off-grid. And now I have a big announcement. Because if you have been watching and following and have subscribed to Starry Hilder's Off-Grid Homestead, you see the life we're living. And it may have prompted you to make some changes in your own personal life, your own personal journey. Maybe you have watched my videos and started a Back to Eden garden. Maybe you've watched my videos and you know what, this summer you actually put up a shower. Off the grid, but you're on the grid. Maybe you dove in and got some backyard chickens, you know, and you don't have a mean Mr. Rooster. Whatever it is, hopefully my channel has helped prompt you a little bit to change your way of thinking. Because we live in a world right now where there's not a lot of push to independent thinking and self-sustainability. You know, we all know the government wants to enslave us. They want to indoctrinate our children. They want us to become slaves to them. They want us to be sheep. Yeah. So they find ways to do that by implementing more laws for our own safety, for our own good. You know, they do it under the guise of all of that. And we just follow along blindly. But there are people that are waking up and recognizing that they want this. They want this. And there are people who are so serious. I mean, I have, since starting my channel, I cannot tell you how many people that have actually contacted us and have bought off-grid property, have bought houses and homes, homesteads, and have dove in and actually done it. And have done it. And are doing it. It's awesome. So now, see, off-grid. There's a chance for those who are still very serious and want to learn and want to empower themselves, but they want a little more. And that's where it's a big announcement. I've been invited to do a presentation for the Back to Basics Living Summit. Now, if you haven't heard about it, it is awesome because it is a summit for people like you who believe in independence, believe that we need to take the bull by the horns, believe that we got to make changes, we got to break free from this dependence, and you're serious, and you find value in investing in yourself. You find value in learning a new skill. You find value in learning things like food storage, saving seeds, starting a garden, raising chickens. So this Back to Basics Living Summit is the place. Is the place where it's offering all of that and more in one place. So we're going to go inside and we're going to talk about it because I'm one of the presenters, and I have a presentation about off-grid property and how to obtain something like this successfully. When I was given the opportunity to talk at this summit, I could have talked about anything. And the subject I chose, I felt, hands down, was more important than anything. More important than how to learn how to do a Back to Eden garden. More important than how to create a pantry. More important than how to can. I mean, those are all things that we need to know and skills, and they have great value. But for me personally, I thought, what could I offer that will get people started on the right foot to ensure their success so that they can create that sustainable homestead where they're canning and gardening and living on solar and alternative energy, and they have their water source. And that was hands down how to find that right piece of property, what to look for, what questions to ask, you know, walking that property, what to look, you know, what to just, you know, think about this. It's not just about finding a garden spot. And it's more than just making sure that property has water. I mean, there are things like mail delivery. There are things like Okay, you're not gonna have a septic. Where are you gonna put? Are you gonna have an outhouse? You're gonna have a human manure system. Where are you gonna put the human manure spot? I mean, can you do that on that property? What about your neighbors? Are they friendly? Are they on the same page? Can you even have chickens? Are there ordinances? I mean, there is a list. There is such a list. And trying to pick and choose and then find it out there on YouTube, you're not going to find it on YouTube. Not in one place. No. And that was the beauty of me being offered a chance to present something to you that was going to be valuable. An investment. Yeah, it's really kind of cool. It's so cool. I get to teach. I love to teach. And this really is, man, friends, this is number one, because everything else will fall underneath it. But number one, you got to start off with the right place. You have to. All right, so let's go inside and talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Okay. So here's the deal. You go to the backtobasicsummit.com website. Look at, there it is. It's September 10th through the 16th. And all you have to do is enter your name and your email and address below to register. And this is the thing. It's 100% online. You watch it from your home. You don't have to go anywhere. And you have access. You have access to things that are going to empower you and freedom. You know, the true path to freedom. Because, you know, if we live in a society where, yeah, our freedoms, if we don't get it, it's being eroded away. Eroded away. And, you know, if you can't look around you and recognize that, then there's something wrong. But if you do recognize it, you will realize that the true path to freedom is that we take the bull by the horns and we empower ourselves by doing things like growing our own food, cooking from scratch, creating food storage, preparing ourselves, getting, you know, trying to stay out of debt, trying to reach that, trying to create a homestead no matter where we're at that is sustainable, and breaking free from that independence. So the great thing about the summit is all the different classes that you can, and you'll see when you go on the website, that you can choose from. Never buy seeds again. Oh, how do you do that? Saving money, getting out of debt, achieving real health naturally, growing your own food, being prepared, avoiding chronic diseases, living a simpler life. I mean, these are skills that if you want to invest in something, this is where you do it. So, and I know, I don't want, you know what, friends, I don't want to sound like an infomercial. But in a way, I kind of sound like an infomercial. And the only reason why is because you know what I've been preaching about sustainability, independence, getting out of debt, empowering yourself, and making that investment in yourself. Everything that we recommend is an investment in yourself. At whatever stage of your walk and journey you are at, that investment needs to be made into yourself. And something like this, okay, so you pay a little bit. It's like buying that book. Once you have that in your hands, no one can take that away from you. So would you rather go to the grocery store and spend $100 on crap, which we do every week, don't we? Think about the money that we have fall through our fingers. I mean, be honest about it. Every time you go to the gas station, do you run in and buy pop? Do you run in and buy a candy bar? How many times a week do you go through the drive-thru? You want to invest in something? Invest in something like this. I mean, we have 28 experts. And I am in such good company. I mean, I'm blessed to be able to do my presentation, my webinar, among these other experts who walk the walk and talk the talk. You know, this is the thing with YouTube, and I've said this before. YouTube is a great resource, but there is no, how can I say it? There's no standard on YouTube. So when you go and you look for information, and you really want to learn something, you have to have great discernment. You have to be able to pick and choose and figure out what is the best information, the most practical, and what's real. and you come to the Back to Basics Summit, you're getting real experts. You're getting the real deal. And that's why the investment is an investment in yourself. And it's money well spent. I know I sound like a commercial, I'm so sorry. But I really believe in this. It was the same thing with the Appalachian Homesteading Conference. I felt strongly that if you were a homesteader and you wanted to empower yourself a little more, starts with going to a good conference like that conference. And you know, this was my first time at the conference, so it was kind of a learning experience for myself. And the one thing that I kind of regret was that when I had my class, it turned into a Q&A, because so many people had so many questions. And it was awesome because it was live and I got to answer all those questions, but I have so much information. I'm like a walking encyclopedia of off-grid homesteading. And me and Mr. Hilder have done it successfully. So I wasn't able to do the original presentation I wanted. And that was okay. But now is the chance that I can offer that valuable information on off-grid property, what to look for. I mean, my presentation, my webinar is going to blow your socks off. If you are serious about off-grid property and starting on the right foot, and we've seen this time and time again on other channels, how they are failing. They're having to move. They're having to get rid of their animals. They're having to, they didn't know about the ordinances. They're finding this out after the fact. Don't find out after the fact. It'll cost you time and money and heartache, and we see that. We see that going on right now. There's such an influx of failures and regrets, and I hate to see that because it doesn't have to be that way. Why? You just have to prepare yourself. But finding that information in one place is really hard. It's hard to find consolidated, good, factual, practical, real-life information in one spot, but in my webinar, and what my presentation is, it's all in one spot. So that in itself is valuable. It's like you're buying the Starry book. I know people have asked me, they said, Starry, you should write a book. Okay, someone wants to help me write a book. Please, I'm serious. I will write a book, but I need help. But in the meantime, this presentation, my own presentation about the off-grid property, is going to be valuable to those of you who want to start off on the right foot and want to succeed, because that's where the success starts. It starts with choosing that right property. So there we go. The Back to Basics Living Summit. Go to the website. Sign up for my presentation. And there's others, but you know, watch mine. And spread the word, because a summit like this really is word of mouth. And there's a lot of people out there who are homesteaders and are looking for that information. And we have to empower each other, because you know what? The world out there isn't going to do it. They don't want us independent. They don't. And here's our chance to get the information and learn and build the skills that we need so that we can succeed and build that independence despite what the world wants us to do, and that's to continue to be sheep. All right, God bless, friends, and I'm excited. I'm excited. Remember the dates, and remember the website. All right, God bless.